Oh, what's this? Looks like a pile of detritus. Let's put it together and destroy, destroy. Ah! Time for Wakeangel 2001's Construx Retrospective.
Hey everybody, it's Wakeangel2K1 back with the next video in the Construx Retrospective. And we are saying goodbye to the seaplane, but we are not leaving the concept of ocean vehicles just yet. A seaplane counts as an ocean vehicle, right? It floats on pontoons. I'm going to call it an ocean vehicle. Yep, that's because the next one in the series is the submersible. I call it the submersible because it is clearly designed to be a small submarine. And I actually want to open up the book itself to show the instructions, because the submersible is the first page in the book that makes suggestions for other great building ideas, including a ship that looks suspiciously similar to an X-Wing, a boombox, and an excavator. Yeah, I think that type of construction vehicle is called an excavator. So if anybody's interested in seeing those side projects, let me know. They don't provide instructions, of course, although I do remember seeing a smaller Construx set for sale that had a picture of that X-Wing type ship on it. So, yes, it's actually all coming together in my brain. Alright, so let's go ahead and dismantle that plane and make this submersible.
And here it is in photo form. It's a stout little thing, almost cubic if you look at it. And you can kind of see how it works as a submarine. You got two big old things that look like air tanks. You got a sonar dish, but I'll talk about that when I'm holding it in front of the camera. I like how it has big propellers and like thrusters. So, you know, like this thing can move. It has a real motion in the ocean thing going on. So yeah, like this is almost practical looking. If it wasn't for the big bubble dome cockpit, which they wouldn't put in a submersible because it can, you know, crush. This is almost a practical looking submersible design. It even has little lights on the ends of the claw to see specimens at the bottom of the sea.
Okay, and here it is. It's actually kind of fitting that this is a submersible, also known as a mini sub, because it's actually the smallest build that the set has had so far. Not only is it the physically smallest one, but it also used the fewest parts. Although it does have a pretty elaborate arm. Look at this thing. Oh, well, let me separate it. Yeah, I don't know why they put this big, elaborate, heavy construction on what is actually the weakest possible connecting point. Like, there's some crude clips on these little dome pieces that go into those cylinder pieces, but it's like the weakest physical connection that Construx offers. They also have little things your fingers can go into so you can manipulate the claw with your hand. So, yeah, this is basically a little submersible which can gather samples with a robot arm. That's kind of cool. Like scientific expedition. Again, I'm missing a propeller rotor because, you know, Max's legacy. You got... Okay, I'll get that later. You got like a little sonar dish. You have a hatch on the roof. And of course you have the cockpit with my little Angel the dog pilot. Again, the hoses seem a little bit gratuitous, but it seems a little bit... It makes a little bit more sense for a submarine, especially because the hoses are all kept far away from the propellers, so they're not going to get tangled in there. And these are just free spinning this time. They're not geared into anything. But that is a cool little thing you would almost expect to see out of a sci-fi. And seriously, is there no better place to mount this? You know what? I'm going to fix it. What if, instead of being connected at the point of the weakest possible connection, what if the arm was instead stuck onto here, which is a much stronger connection? Yes, look at that. Now we have, well, okay, I put it on sideways, but you get my point. See, what did I say? This is the weakest, like these little dome pieces, they just do not. So yes, I fixed the design. Now the arm is on the side of the submarine, and I put it on upside down, but it's still a claw that can collect samples and get them into the hatch on the roof, so it works. Okay, so yes, that is the scientific specimen gathering mini sub build, and it's kind of a nifty one. Like I said, it's the smallest. Build time 36 minutes. I timed myself with my stopwatch, so it took 10 minutes less to make that than pretty much anything else I've done. So next time we're going to be doing a double build, 2 items for 1. Looks like a helicopter with its own landing pad. So yeah, look forward to that. And remember, if you want to see me do those other great building ideas that you saw on the page, let me know in the comments, and I will see if I can build them. Maybe even film myself building them so you can see me figuring out how it's supposed to go without official instructions. So this is Wakeangel2K1 signing off.